start with a question from Jordan Hill.
Chandler, I wanted to ask you about Ladarius. It seemed like he was flying around making a lot of plays. What sort of stood out to you about what Ladarius was able to do?
Yeah, I think he had an awesome game tonight. Stepping in, with some injuries in the backfield. He came out and just had a tremendous game. Flying around the field, like you said, just making big time plays in open field. And so, he just played lights out tonight and going to continue to need him, moving forward.
Question from Nathan King.
Hey, Chandler, obviously not the result y'all wanted, but y'all held a top 15 team on the road without an offensive touchdown. Just how much confidence do you think that'll give you guys as a defensive unit heading into the last few games this season?
We already, had a lot of confidence as a unit. We think, we came out and did some pretty good things tonight. Obviously, the ultimate goal is to win. And so, obviously we could have did more in all three phases. And so we're not satisfied with the way we performed because, at the end of the day, you want to win. So, we'll get back tomorrow, clean up some things, just get back to work.
Question from Brian Stoltz.
Hey, Chandler, you guys held them to field goals for the most part, or actually the entire game. What does it say about this defense that, you can give up a lot of yards, but at the same time, you're going to hold them in the red zone and hold them to 3 points instead of giving up to 6?
Yeah, I think that's something that, we kind of emphasize in practice. Obviously in this league, there's a lot of good offenses who can drive the ball. With them, they got a lot of playmakers with elite, play callers. So, with the talent they have, we knew they were going to make some plays. And so, our ultimate goal was, when we got down in the red zone, to kind of tighten up a little bit. That's something we've been good at all season. And so, that's just our mentality. When teams get in the red zone, force field goals. So, I think we did a good job of that tonight.
We're talking with Chandler Wooten. Next question from Jason Caldwell.
I know you guys, one of the things you guys want to do is take away the run. They had some success running it. Is that one of the things you look at from this game? Going to need to tighten some things up in the run defensive game? Yeah,
for sure. They got, 2 elite backs back there and another back who is really a receiver who can also run it as well. And so, they did some things tonight to kind of give us some problems. And so it's definitely something we got to go back and watch the film on because obviously it's a copycat league. And so, it's going to be something that teams are going to try to, attack us on in the future. So, they did some things tonight, that we definitely got to clean up. But, yeah, they definitely run the football at a pretty good high rate. So, that's something we definitely got to clean up for sure.
Question from Luciano.
What did you make of Smokes Monday's performance today? He led the team in tackles for the first time in his career.
Yeah, no, he had an awesome game, coming off the edge. Whether he was coming off the edge or, just coming down to run support. Obviously, they like to run the football. And so, he made some big time plays for us. Obviously we asked him to do a lot back there, being a leader back there in the secondary, having a lot of experience. And so, he's just somebody we count on week in and week out, show up for us. And, he just continues to do that. So, he played good tonight. It's something he's going to continue to do for the rest of the season.
Question for Michael Gittens.
Chandler, you guys are 6 straight quarters now without allowing an offensive touchdown. With TD and Owen back in the lineup, can you talk about the impact those guys have had on you guys being able to stretch out this kind of performance?
Having those two back, and definitely has boosted our defensive production in a tremendous way. 2 big time players who we missed for a couple of weeks there, and so just having a leader like Owen back and somebody with a motor like TD in our front to create havoc and make plays has definitely made us a better defense. And so when we have everybody healthy, everybody's contributing. We're pretty tough to score against. And so having those 2 guys back has helped us a lot.
See 2 more questions in the chat. We'll go to Nubias Wilburn.
Give me if you answered this before, but what was it about Spiller or King seeing them on the field that made them so tough to tackle and kind of stay with that?
They both just have elite vision. So if you get out your gap, they're gonna find it. And not only elite vision, they got pretty good feet as well. So their eyes lead their feet, and so on. It was a couple of times we got out our gaps, and they on film, we said it all week. They're gonna find it, and so it just did a good job of hitting the hole when it was there. There was a lot of times where we were hooked up together, and we had some pretty good run stops. But a few times we let it out the gate, it hit big. So it's just something we got to get back and clean up.
Question from Caleb Jones.
Hey Chandler, I wanted to ask you about Donovan Kaufman. You guys were out. You guys were without Zion Puckett today. He really stepped up. He's third in tackles. He had that big forced fumble there. What can you say about him stepping up today?
Yeah, he definitely gave us a chance there at the end. Making that big time play. It was a run that got out the gate. By 6, and he just tracked it down and made a big time play. That's an elite play. And so he stepped up big for us tonight as well. With a couple guys down in the secondary, and I thought he did a good job, stepping in, filling in. He had a great week of practice, and so it was no surprise to us that he came out and had a pretty good game tonight.
We'll finish up with Bennett Duranda.
Hey Chandler, as a game like this, it's sort of 3-3 and it gets deeper and stretches into the third quarter. And, they had a couple of big plays sort of amid generally being stopped. Is that sort of a case of being worn down a little bit? And how do you guys as a defense sort of talk through avoiding sort of letting the fatigue take over?
We knew it was going to be, 4-quarter fight tonight. So, when it was 3-3 and deep in this third quarter, that's what we expected. So, we just had to, strap up and continue to play ball. We know what we were getting ourselves into. We've seen the tape. We know they're a pretty good team, and so just some of the things that they were doing, kind of caused us fits tonight. And like I said, it's something we got to clean up. But we knew we were getting ourselves into tonight, and obviously they were the better team tonight, so we give them credit for that. But you got to continue to move forward.
Chandler, thank you very much.
Thank you. Happy birthday to my son. His birthday's on Monday.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Chandler.